Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. Go to f2bbs.com. www.f2bbs.com. The last bastion of free speech on the interweb. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel doing a paid review. This is paid review 21QA74. Quick wristwatch check. Man on the moon. Man on the moon. Paid review 21QA73. This is for Ron. Panif, don't use my name. How many Rons are in the world? I've been following your watch advice for many years. I recently retired in part due to the pandemic. Being single, I've been able to collect a few toys. I'm a car guy as well as a watch guy and a fan of aviation. I am one who doesn't mind when the subject of cool cars comes up. Watches. Rolex 11460 Diver. That's the Submariner, no date. I prefer the size and lugs of the early subs, but not the rattlesnake bracelet. So it's on a NATO. The 11460 isn't rattlesnake. That's got solid end links. Doesn't it have solid? Actually, you've got a 14060 looking at the picture. You made a mistake. It's not a 11. 11 is the ceramic bezel version. Number 2, Breguet Type 20. Pilot watch. The bracelet is a little too shiny, so it's on a NATO as well. And I think you've actually got the wrong size NATO. It should be a 21 mil for a Breguet Type 20. You've put a 20 mil strap on there. Get the 21. To me, the Type 20 has one of the best looking dials available, and 39 mils is the right size for my wrist. Number 3, we got a Man on the Moon, Omega Man on the Moon. I have one of the special editions, the Gemini 7, only because it was cheaper than the plain version, bang per buck. When I had it on the bracelet, I wore it rarely, prefer it this way. He's got it on a NATO, okay. He's got a Rolex 16613 early bluesy. This is my dress watch. It has not been a P magnet like your bluesy was. Well, I think it might be how you carry yourself, but okay. Then he's got a Rolex 16570 Explorer 2 Polar. At first I was thinking of replacing it with an early Rolex GMT Pepsi, but now I decided that the Polar dial is a nice alternative, and I have a pilot watch. Or again, a lousy bracelet, but the new version is too large for my wrist. And number 6, Tudor Black Bay, the only watch I purchased new. Picked it up in Sydney at Watches of Switzerland with the bracelet. The AD offered it to me duty free, and at the time with the exchange rate, it was a bargain. I picked up most of my watches 4 to 10 years ago, mostly on trips. I'm not interested in dress watches because I rarely wear them. Well, I gotta be honest with you, it's not 1996. Any watch that is not a quartz type watch, any analog watch is a dress watch. So these are all really dress watches. I have a thought about getting rid of the Tudor, mostly because even though I like the fake patina and the dial, it's a bit too large for my wrist. What's your opinion on the collection and flipping the Tudor? I got to tell you, nice little collection there. Beautiful collection. Flip the Tudor. You know what? I've been there myself, man. I've owned 3 Tudor Black Bays. Okay, all burgundies. I bought one, sold it. Because I was trading in, I was up buying something expensive. Then I flipped another one. And you know what? I always want one back. So I would say no. Do not sell it. It's a great discount diver. I love it. And it doesn't have a rattly bracelet because that is a Tudor, the new bracelets. So what do I think of the collection? It's actually quite nice. You've got some, look, you have got some nice pieces. You've got no date sub, beautiful. The photo, don't use a flash. Don't use a flash, okay? Because the photo doesn't make them look as beautiful as they really are. I think it's really cool. You've got 3 divers, 2 chronographs, and 1 GMT. 3, 2, 1. Yep, that's a nice 6-piece. No problems at all there. Would I get rid of the Tudor? No, it's not a big money watch. It's nice to have some different variety. They don't all have to be the same size. So I would actually keep the Tudor. I really would. Cars, I was able to find an extra garage that holds 4.5 cars. Sort of like a watch box, you have to fill it up. Now he's got, number 1, a 2007 Lotus Elise Sc. I first saw a Series 1 while walking around Richmond near Heathrow in London in the late 90s. I was in London again in 2006 when Lotus debuted the Exige, E-X-I-G-E, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, in Leicester Square, and I wanted a Series 2 Elise or Exige since. I finally picked this one up 5.5 years ago. It was set up just as I wanted it. Great Canyon carver with Toyota reliability. Yes, because Lotus doesn't make, they do engine work, they do head work, but they use the block of existing engines. They've used Toyota, they've used Ford, they've used even some Renault. Number 2, 1964 Morris Mini Traveller. That's actually quite a rare little vehicle, that there. I've always liked vintage minis. Looks cool, but impractical. Showcase talking about his Mini recently gave me the inspiration to clean it up and take it to Cars and Coffee again. Yes, sir. And then we've got some Porsches. We've got a 1983 Porsche 911 SC. I always wanted an air-cooled 911. I told a friend to let me know if ever they wanted to sell, so now I have one. They are slow compared to modern standards, but a cool vintage 911. It looks great. I like the looks of the G-body 911. Then we've got a 2007 Porsche Cayman S. Oh, that's a Cayman. My first Porsche and still one of my favorites. It may not be faster than a 911, but it's lighter and feels more balanced. Mid-engined. I've owned it for 10 years. Get the IMS bearing changed. And then we've got a 2009 Porsche Carrera 997. 2 last of the moderate size 911s. A great GT car. Picked it up a few years ago as my work car to negotiate LA freeway traffic. Then he's got a Toyota Tundra truck. Practical considering most of my cars are not. As with the watches, I've purchased my cars used except for the Toyota Tundra. I have garage space for one more car and was considering an older 996 GT3 or a Nissan GTR, as well as the eventual sale of the Mini. I prefer sports watches and sports cars. My 2 cents, the new crew is fast, superior and interesting. You owe nothing to the bearded lady or log trainer. You taught them. There we go. And what else does he say there? He says, please, Les Birkin. Yes, Les Birkin. Yes, well, there we go. It's the Les Birkin. Les Birkin. Okie dokie. Well, I gotta tell you, what an amazing life. What an amazing life. I don't think you I'm kind of sad to hear you're selling the Mini Traveller. That's a beautiful little car. I think it's gorgeous. I love the Porsches, the Lotus. I love Lotus. Man, what a happy, content guy. You know that? No wife to nag. I completely get it. Man, you honestly winner chicken dinner. Winner chicken dinner. I can't add anything. I mean, the watch collection is beautiful. I would probably say to you, do you have to? Well, look, you got man's got to do what a man's got to do. I love the Porsches. I love the Lotus. To me, a Lotus has always been an amazing car. My uncle through marriage, he had the coffin, a Lotus Europa. He had a Europa. He had the Renault engined one. And I love the Europa. It's like a coffin, Lotus, to add speed, lose weight. That's their advice. You want to go, don't put a bigger engine, because Lotus has never done it with engines. Well, they do. They have very good technology, double overhead, stuff like that there, but they want to have a lightweight car. Lotus does a lot of engineering work for other car companies. Very, very cool. What an amazing life. What? I can't give you, what can I say about the cars? The cars are beautiful. The watches. Man, I get it. You got the two-tone bluesy, that's kind of the top flagship. Explorer 2, yes. No date sub, yes. Then we got a Tudor as a discount diver. I'd put the Tudor back on the bracelet because the bracelet's pretty good. I like the Omega. I love the Breguet. I think you got the wrong size strap. It should be 21 mils. Living life to the full. Man, what more do you want? What more does one want in life? In life, what more do you want? Beautiful watch collection, beautiful car collection. Life's good. Life is very good. You just need time to enjoy the cars. I'm just looking at the teleprompter. Well, what a great life. This is a cool guy. He's very, very, very cool. You can see this. It's beautiful. Content guy. Look at this. He doesn't need. Just amazing little collection. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The watches are fine. Everything. Don't sell the Tudor. Don't sell the Mini. Just be happy, man. You got a great. What an amazing, just inspirational story there. See, guys, there is hope at the end of the tunnel. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends, put some comments down below. Don't be afraid. You can put positive, negative, whatever you want. And guys, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I do need your help. Please help me. Google Ads. I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your help. Paid reviews. Paid reviews allow me to make content. Come on, guys. This guy here was very generous. $50 US. What an inspirational story. Perfect watches. Perfect cars. I don't know. He doesn't need a wench in his life to take most of it away from him, does he? He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need just a what a cool existence. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, Archie Luxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.